Okay, so yeah. So in the previous class, right, yesterday we talked about the resultant, the resolution and all the other things, right? And we talked about the universal unit vectors, Cartesian unit vectors, and then how do we represent a vector in those Cartesian coordinates. And then we also talked about the rectangular coordinates in which we have only two dimensions. So the vector in a plane, right? Okay, and then we were doing these questions. So the 24th one we did, right? And then what about the 25th one, right? So you guys, please solve this 25th one and tell me what is the answer of this one, right? Please solve this 25th one. That is same as this one, 24th one. So that is based on the same idea which we have used for the 24th one. So you guys have to use the resultant of vectors. Okay, so yeah, 25th one. Solve this one and tell me the answer that you guys are getting. You have two magnitudes, 5 and 12. Now you want to have the resultant. So there are three resultants, right? What are the angles to have these resultants? This is the question. Yeah, so Maria is getting option A. Tari, whenever you have written, please tell me, right? If you have written. Okay, so I should write this message. Yes. Tari, give a sign.
Yes, I just finished.
Oh, you have written back. Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah. So pray for us too, right? Pray for the
Yes,
rest of the
inshallah.
people that
Yes,
they
sir.
get into good IITs and yeah, pray for me also.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Good.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so Sheikh Iyad is getting the option A. What should I write? Is it Iyad okay for you?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, if I may call, what should I call you? Iyad or Sheikh? What should I call you? Iyad is okay. Iyad is okay for you. Good. Yeah, Chavez, we are doing this 25th question. So quickly solve this one and tell me what you are getting. Because we have already studied this, so now I want you guys to be involved with these questions, right? And if you guys get stuck, then we will help you, right?
Sir, is it option A?
Option A. Okay, so Chavez is also saying option. Right. Yeah, so let us do this question, right? So these are specific angles, right? We know that what are the values of cos. So cos 0 is 1, cos 180 is, this case we studied yesterday, right? -1 and then cos 90 is 0. So these are special cases, right? These are special cases, and if you have the resultant, so this is 2ab cos theta. So if theta is 0 degree, so we saw that that would be maximum. This is maximum, which is a plus b. Right, if theta is, okay, I have three, Madhiya, Tarif and Shahid, oh, all of you guys. Okay, I guess everybody, right, got the answer. Okay, so if everybody got the answer, then I don't need to solve this one, right? Okay, yeah, just to tell you that this was a minimum, which was A minus B, and then we had theta 90. So this would be simply this one, A square plus B square, right? This part is 0. So we see that what were those two magnitudes? 17. So 17 is for 0, and then we have 12 minus 5, 7 for 180, and then this is how much? 13, right? So you guys have to remember the triplets, right? 3 pairs for the Pythagoras theorem. So one triplet is 5, 12, 13, right? The other triplet is 3, 4, 5, right? And do you guys remember any other triplet? Any other triplet that you guys remember? 6, 8, 10. Okay, 6, 8, 10 is related with this one. So if you multiply it by 2, right? Multiply it by 2, so you'll get 6, 8, 10. Right. So, yeah. What is the other one? What's this triplet? I missed the yesterday. Oh, so I didn't discuss this triplet, right? So if you have the triplet is this one. So if you have a
7
right,
degree and
yeah. If you have a right, yeah. What did you say, Shamex?
53 and 37 degree.
53 and 37. Oh, so that one is related with 3, 4, 5. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you have a 3, 4, 5, so cos 37 is 4 by 5, right? And cos 53 is 3 by 5, if I'm correct, right? So, yeah. Yeah, so this value we also have to remember, right? This value is also important. So if whenever you have a 3, 4, 5, so the angle would be 30 degree, right? And this would be 57 degree. So yeah, this thing we have to, oh, not 30, 37. So yeah, these are the properties which are very crucial, right? So if they give you, let's say, value theta is 57 degree, right? And they ask you that what would be cos 57. So you don't have to calculate this thing. Please fix my video properly. Okay, what is the problem with my video? Okay, let me check that. I guess this is fine. Okay, so now it is fine. Yeah. So we have to remember that if we have a 3, 4, 5 right angle triangle, so one angle would be 37 degree, the other one would be 53 degree, right? Not 57, 53. So if they give you that what is cos 53, so you have to just remember that this is 4 by 5. No, so this should not be cos 37 is, so this is 4, this is 3, right? So cos 37 would be 4 by 5, sin 37 would be 3 by 5. So we have to remember this thing, right? Okay, yeah, so I was talking about the triplet. So triplet means that if you have a perpendicular 3, if you have a base 4, and then the hypotenuse would be 5. Similarly, if you have a perpendicular 5 or base 5, then a perpendicular is 12, then hypotenuse would be 13. And another one is, what is that? 24, and then 24, and then you have, yeah, what is the square of 24? So if I remember it correctly, one is 24, 7, and then 25.
576.
Yeah, so 576 and then 49. So how much is this thing? 625. So this is the another triplet, right? 7, 24, and 25. So these are the triplets that you need to remember. And this makes your
Sir,
calculation
5, 12, and 13.
5, 12, and 13. This one. Yeah, this one we have already talked about. So 5, 12, and 13 we have already talked about. So these are a few important triplets, right? And this angle is very important if you are doing ray optics ray optics. In ray optics, this angle, or in wave optics also. And in electric charge and fields also. So some of the cases, they will give you this 37 degree. So you have to just remember that this is related with 3, 4, 5 triangle, right? So these things you have to remember. Oh, so what I was saying, that this was what? This was 5, 12, so this was 13, right? Yeah, so all of you guys got 0, 180, and 90, right? 17, 7, and 30. Good. So you guys are absolutely correct. Okay, so yeah, let us then move on to the next question. Right, yeah, you guys please, okay, so you guys have to just remember this triplet, right? Yeah, so no need to note it down, just remember these things, right? And if I ask you that why am I saying, how can I remember that cos 37 is 4 by 5 and sine 37 is 3 by 5? How may I say that? You guys have learned trigonometry, right? So how can I say that this could be 4 by 5, this could be 3 by 5? How can I say that? If I don't remember which
Opposite by
one.
hypotenuse.
So if I don't remember that which angle is which, right? By just looking at these values, how can I say that which angle is which? Yes. So let me give you guys a hint that it is related with your evolution of sine theta or evolution of cos theta or variation evolution. If I don't remember, right? Just now I forgot that what would be 4 by 5, what would be 3 by 5. So how did I remember, or what is the logic behind that cos 37 would be 4 by 5, sine 37 would be 3 by 5? Yes. Okay, so you guys can compare this with this one. What is cos 30 and what is sine 30? Yes.
Sine 30 is half and cos 30 is root 3 by 2.
Yeah. So you see that this one is greater, right? So if we have small angle, which trigonometric ratio is greater if we have small angle?
So cos.
Cos 1. So that is why this value would be 4 by 5, right? If you got confused with what would be 4 by 5, what would be 3 by 5, so just remember that cos value is greater, sine value is smaller, right? So this is how we can remember this thing. Okay, and we can see the graph of cos also. So graph of cos is this, graph of sine is what? This, right? So this goes from 0, this goes from the higher order. This is decreasing, this is increasing. From 0 to what? This is 90. So from 0 to 90, this is decreasing. 0 to 90, this is increasing. Right. Okay, oh, so I have spent so much of time in this one. Okay, so let us move on to okay, yeah. So these are exactly the same questions, right? So I will not give you the same question again, but Yeah,
So
this one is
semiconductors, right?
semiconductors.
Like semiconductors, everything is there in JEE, like nothing is deleted.
Nothing is in semiconductors.
Yes, sir, like in CBSE there was some portions which are deleted. So in
Yeah,
JEE,
yeah,
nothing is.
rectifier and all those things were deleted, right? Filters,
Oh, okay,
pi
sir.
filter, and transistor was deleted. Transistor and PN junction diode was
Logic gates are also there.
right. Diode was there. Transistor was deleted. Yeah, logic gates are also there, right? Logic gate, we didn't study the logic gates, right? In 12th standard. In CBSE, you didn't have logic
Yeah,
gates.
it's not
But
there.
in JEE, you have logic gates, right? Yeah, in JEE, you guys have logic gates. But I guess amplifier is not there. So amplifier is not there. Op-amp, operational amplifier, differential amplifier, these are not there, right? Yeah, op-amp is not there, and yeah, so these things are not there. Okay, when we'll reach, but we are only doing the first part of the book, right?
Okay, sir.
So yeah, because we need only 8 to 10 questions. Always remember, right? If we have only few months, not a few months, 1 month, and if we are going to solve all those portions, right? So 14 to 16 chapters from 12th standard and 14 to 16 from this one. So 32 chapters nearly. So it will take a lot of time. So we are focusing on the first part of 11th, first part of 12th. And that will surely give you 8 questions, right? So no need to
Yes, sir.
think, yeah, no need to think about semiconductors and all. But logic gates we can study because logic gates is the simplest one, and yeah, that we can study. Okay, so yeah, you guys please quickly do this 29th one. This one is simple, right? So we are firstly focusing on the easier part because we saw the distribution of the questions. That 15 questions were the easier one, right? Yeah, quickly solve this
Which question?
29. Yeah, 31 and 32. This one is also interesting. So I will ask about one of them. Maybe this one. Maybe this one you guys can. But quickly do this 29th one. Option C. So Maria is getting. Okay, Madia, Shahid. Okay, good. So Madia, Maya, and Shahid, and Iyad also getting. Okay, so yeah, just that. Yeah, all of you guys are getting C. So Shahid, Sarif, and who's remaining?
Sir, I'm doing.
Good, good.
Present answer already.
Oh, you have done already. Because if you see this thing, right, your answer is there in this one. Just a
I
moment ago.
sent. Yes.
Oh, you have sent yeah. So the idea of the preparation is that we have to constrain ourselves, right? We don't have to overdo, over prepare. Constrain ourselves, do those things perfectly, right? So that is the idea. Good. So everybody got the answer. Then please do this 30-second question. Oh. So 30-second question. Yeah, this one is a lengthy one. Let me erase this thing, right? And today we will finish this vector portion, right? So I'll skip some questions from here. Yeah, 35th one is also a good looking question. Okay, so Maria and Tarif, you guys are getting option B.
So cos 180 minus theta is sin theta, right? Sorry,
No, whenever you have
cos theta.
even thing, even, right? No. What is the quadrant? What is the quadrant?
Yes,
Second
sir,
quadrant.
second, sir.
In second
Yes,
quadrant,
it's cos theta.
so minus cos theta, right? This is cos theta, right? Cos is negative. Only sine and cosec are positive. Sine and cosec are positive, and all are plus, and then tan and cot are positive, and then what is that? Cos and sec, they are positive. So in whenever you are in second quadrant, then only sine and cosec. So if you have sine 180 minus theta, then it would be sine theta. But if you have cos 180 minus theta, then it would be sine would be minus cos theta, right? If you have even, then trigonometric ratio doesn't change. If you have odd multiple of 90, so if it would have been 270, then that would be cos, or that will change. Yeah, but this would be minus, right? Okay, so Maria is also getting. Okay, you got, what were you guys getting? Option B. So you guys are getting option B. Good. So this chapter vectors you will see in option B. So Chavez is also getting option B. So Yad and who's left? Shahid. Any doubt you guys have? Yad and Shahid. So let us discuss this question. We know that are inclined at angle theta, the magnitude of their resultant is. So what is the magnitude of P and Q? Let's say that is R. This is P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. That is the angle. That is the resultant. And this is equal to 3Q, right? So they have written that this resultant is 3Q, right? When the inclination is changed to 180 minus theta, the magnitude of the resultant force becomes Q, right? P square plus Q square and plus 2PQ cos 180 minus theta, right? And this becomes Q. Right, so we need to, whenever we have these kind of question, what is the first thing that we do? Whenever we have this root, we square both the sides.
Sir, I changed my option.
You want to change your option. So what do you want to change? What is the option?
Option is
Option A. Okay, so option A. But majority was this one, right? So you are going against the majority. Okay, so let us see, right? So this is P square plus Q square plus 2PQ, and this is cos theta, and this is what? 9Q square, right? And this is what? So this is P square plus Q square and minus of 2PQ, right? Cos theta. This is how much? Q square. So what we need to do in this question? What we need to do? Right, we want to calculate the ratio P by Q. Right? What is the undesired thing in here? What is the undesired thing? Oh, so who is writing in the chat box? Option A. Chavez is saying option E. So this is the undesired one, right? So to get rid of this thing, we should add these two equations, right? Because this will cancel these two parts. So if we add these things, so we will get what? 2p square plus 2q square, and this is 10q square. So what do we have? 2p square is equal to, what is that? 8q square. Okay. So why did you change your answer? Majority was here, right? So p square by q square, that is what? 8 by 2, which is 4. So p by q, that is 2 by 1. So why did you change your answer, Shaviz?
I thought it was 4 by 1, sir. Like I didn't square it.
Yeah. So these are squares, right? Okay, so Shahid and yeah, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so quickly you guys note it down and then we'll do the next question, right? So good, Shahid. And then we'll do the next question. So we'll skip this 34th one. And yeah, we'll talk about 35th one. Yeah, noted. Yeah, then Shahid.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then let us do this 35th question. So you guys will try. Good, Shahid. So you guys will try the 35th. So idea is same, right? Idea is same. Only the new thing or the twist in this question that they have given is reversing the vector, right? So reversing. So if this is the vector, this is the reverse vector. So opposite vector, right? So then what would be the, okay, who has solved already? Sheikh Yad. So Yad is saying option B. Okay, so yeah, so who's Maria is saying C, A and C. Yeah, so what is the correct one? Maria is saying C.
Sir, which question, sir?
35th one, 35th one. 35th one. And I have got Shahid. So Shahid is also saying option B. Good. So we have a majority with B. Right. You have two vectors, right? And we are only using the property of the resultant. Resultant of vectors we are using, right? I have to also talk about the resolution and okay, so Tarif is also saying option C. Good. So now this is balanced, right? Two options for B and then two for C. Maria is also saying option. Now again we have a majority. Right, one is what? R1 is A plus B. Right. Now we have to use subtraction of vectors. R2 is A minus B. Then what way would be the magnitude of this thing and this thing? Right. So Chavez is also okay. So majority is going with option C. So what would be the magnitude in here? R1 magnitude is root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Same, this is exactly related with the previous question, but only a tiny difference. This is a subtraction, so this is minus 2AB. Right. So again, whenever we see roots, we have to square it. So R1 square is A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. And again, R2 square is A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. So again, we have to get rid of this thing. How will we do that? We will add these things. So this is 2A square plus B square. Right. What is this thing? So option C. This would be the Yad and Shahid. This would be the options, right? Yes. Quickly note it down, Yad and Shahid. And if you guys have any doubt, please tell me, and then we will note it. Already noted. Good. Okay, so then let us move on to the next set of questions. Right. Yeah, this thing we can skip. What is the angle between P and Q? This we can skip. Magnitude of two vectors. Ratio which of the following relations is true? Magnitude of the resultant 17. If these two vectors are acting with each other, the magnitude of the resultant is okay. Minimum. Yeah. The magnitude of the resultant. Okay, so this question we can do. Last question. Last question from resultant. Please do this question. $13. Okay, so option D. So Yad is getting option D. Nadia is getting a different answer. Option D. So Chavez is getting option D. Tarif is also getting and Maria. So this is a linear equation, right? This is a linear equation question. D. Okay. So, Maria, only you have a minority vote, right? And then who is left? So, Shahid, you are, what is your answer? Hmm. No idea. Good. Okay. So that is also. So what do we know, Shahid? What is maximum of a resultant?
So
What
A
is
plus
that?
B.
A
A
plus
plus
B. Good. So this is your maximum. Yeah. A plus B. What is minimum? This is given, right? This was what? 17. What is minimum
A minus B.
of the A minus B, right? And this is also given 7 units, right? So you have a linear equation, A plus B 17, A minus B is 7. So you can calculate A and B, right? What would be that? So 2A is 24. So A is how much? A is 12. And then B would be how much? 12 minus X is 7, right? So how much is that? B is how much? B is 5. So A and B you have calculated now, right? Now we have to, now these two vectors are perpendicular to each other.
The root of A square
So
plus B
A
square.
and B, yeah. So if they are perpendicular, then R is simply A square plus B square. So you guys know the triplet. So from there you can tell that this is 30. Clear? So Madhya, how did you get as option C?
I made a skill mistake that I realized.
Yeah. So yes. No worries, no worries. Okay, so Shahid, okay, you have understood, right? Yeah. So now we will, right. So now we should focus on the other parts of the vectors. Now, if we get some questions from resultant of vectors, then I hope that we can already, or we can somehow solve that question, right? So good. Now the another part is after resultant of vectors, we have resolution of vectors, and resolution of vectors we have already understood, right? So what was the resolution of vectors? So if we have right, if we have a vector in a plane, so in we can always decompose or resolve that vector in two parts in rectilinear coordinates, in rectangular coordinates, right? Which means x and y. So if you have a vector, right, let's say its magnitude is a and angle is theta, so we can write any vector as x component and y component. So we can write ax by decomposing this vector in two parts. So ax would be a cos theta, and ay, this would be a sin theta. So we can write this a vector as a cos theta. This is very crucial. And this is used in, so those Coulomb charges, right? Coulomb force and then electric fields, all those things we use this thing, right? Resolution of vector. It is very important. So a cos theta and a sin theta j, right? And as we studied, that angle would be what? So angle is ay by ax, right? And yesterday we also saw the direction cosines. So this is a resolution of vectors, and then we have dot product. So what was the dot product? Whenever we multiply two vectors, and then we get a scalar number, only a number we get. So that is called the scalar product. and it is represented in two ways, right? So if we have Cartesian coordinates or Cartesian form of the vectors, then A dot B is simply AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ, right? And if we have polar forms, right? If we have two vectors and we know the angle between them, so this is simply AB cos theta, right? So this is how we define the scalar product. And using this scalar product, we define projection of vectors, right? So, and we have to also remember that I dot I, right? And this is equal to J dot J, and this is equal to K dot K, hats are included, right? So this is equal to 1, and the rest of the cases, they are 0. I dot J, I dot K, and so on. All such combination are 0. Right. And then we have the projection of vectors. So what is the projection of vectors? Let's say that I have this A vector and I have this B vector, right? And if I project this vector onto A, right? So this would be what? This is theta. So this would be B cos theta, right? So projection of projection of B vector along A. That is how much? That is B cos theta. And what would be the direction? What would be the direction, guys? Yes. What would be the direction? Right. So whenever I'm talking about the direction, so it is represented by hats, right? Unit vectors. So this is, and this is also represented in this way. So A dot B, right? This and then A hat. So this is also written in this way. Okay. And similarly, if we have, right, projection of A along B. So that would be simply A cos theta. And you say it is, we can also write this as B dot A and then B hat. So this is the projection of vectors, right? So this is all about the dot product, and then we have cross product, right? So
Can you scroll up?
we have cross product, and it is so you are just quickly note this thing down. Yeah, noted, everyone.
Yes, certain.
Done. Okay, so then we have cross product, right? So if we multiply two vectors and then we get another vector. So that is the cross product that you guys already know. Again, we can calculate this cross product in two ways, right? One is using the idea of cyclic property, and the other is determinant method. Right. So, but how do we calculate this cross product in polar form, right? So first, let us talk about that. So A cross B, this is AB sine theta and n hat. This is very important, right? And this we used in in calculating torque, angular momentum, and all the other things, right? So this is very important. And what is the idea that we use to get this direction? What is the idea that we use? Yeah, so you guys have, right. You
Can
guys
repeat,
have,
sir?
what is the idea that we use to get this n hat direction?
Sir, the perpendicular vector,
Yeah,
like the
perpendicular
perpendicular to
vector.
both, the perpendicular unit vector.
Perpendicular unit vector, yeah. So that is hat, so that would be perpendicular unit vector. But let's say I have a surface, right? Let's say you have a wall. So one arrow
So
would
like I
be,
cross J is equal to K cap.
yeah. So why I cross K, I cross J is not minus K cap? Yes, because that is also perpendicular. Minus K is also perpendicular to ING, right?
Yes.
So then why that is not minus K? Yeah, so the direction we calculate using the right hand screw. Yeah, so Maria is saying right hand screw or thumb. Okay, so screw or thumb, yeah, whatever you can say. So right hand thumb rule, right? Right hand thumb rule. Right, so we have to place, let's say this is A vector, this is B vector.
So screw rule also we can use, right?
Yes.
Maxwell's screw rule.
Yeah, Max, this is the Maxwell right hand thumb rule, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is Maxwell's right hand thumb rule, right? Okay, and this he got the idea from electromagnetic theory, right? So yeah. Okay, so yeah, we have to place our fingertips in the direction of A, and then we have to curl our finger, right, in the direction of B. So whatever direction our thumb is pointing out. So in this case, thumb will point in this direction, right? What is this direction? You guys have seen this notation in magnetic field.
Outwards.
Outwards, right? So this is outwards. Yeah, so we have to place our fingertips in this direction, curl our finger in B, and then whatever the direction thumb is pointing, that would be A cross B, right? And we can see that this is A, this is B. So this is in the screen, in the plane, right? And whenever I take A cross B, so that will always be perpendicular, as Chavez was saying. That will always be perpendicular to the screen or plane. So whenever you want to get a perpendicular vector out of two vectors, so then we have to just take the cross product of those vectors, right? So yeah, this is about the cross product. And what are the cyclic property? So as Chavez was saying, right? we have I, J, and K. Right, so this cross this would give me this. And similarly, K cross I would give me J. But whenever I go, so this is cyclic, right? What is this clockwise? So whenever I go clockwise, then I would get positive. But whenever I go anti-clockwise, right? So if I'm calculating I cross K anti-clockwise, so that would be negative, right? So I cross K would be minus J. So this is one such property that we use to get the cross product. So let's say if I have A, which is AXI plus AYJ plus AZK, and then I have B, which is BXI plus BYJ plus BZK. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, so then we have to multiply I cross J, because in this cross product, I cross I, as we saw in the dot product, right? In this case, this would be opposite to that. So I cross I, J cross J, K cross K. All these would be 0. Right? And then you have I cross J would be K, K cross I would be J, and so on. So you can use that property to calculate the cross product. Right? Using cyclic property. But there is a simple way also. So there is this determinant method. Right? So how do we use the matrix or determinant method? So A cross B, if you know AX, AY, AZ, BX, BY, BZ, so this is simply I, J, K, and then AX, AY, AZ, and BX, BY, BZ. And this mod represents the determinant, right? So if I take this I vector, right, so this and this will go, so that would be what, AY BZ minus AZ BY, and then if I take minus J, so that would be how much, AX BZ minus AZ BX, and then K hat would be how much, this and this goes, so AX BY minus what, AY BX. So this is another way of getting cross product, right? Both of the method you guys already know. So this is all about the concepts of the vectors that we have studied. And what is the purpose of this A cross B? So we calculate the area of the parallelogram, right? Area of parallelogram that is given by A cross B, right? So this is the use of this cross product. Okay, so now we will use all these things, and then we'll do some questions. So let us do these. Let us solve some questions, right? And this part we have done. So let us. Okay, good. So this is. Yeah. So this one is a very lengthy question that I solved some days ago, right? So this will take a lot of time. This question. And there was another question, right? There was one more question based on the resultant. Okay, so where was that? Let me check that part. There was one more question. Yeah, this one, good. So I forgot about this one. Okay, and this has been asked many times, right? So this part, I guess, we have done in 12th standard question also, but yeah, so this question you guys can also solve, right? This one is a lengthy question, but you guys can solve. So please do this question, guys. This sixth one. Now we have already studied all the concepts of the vectors part, right? So using all those ideas, yeah, solve this sixth one. Let me zoom this thing. And you guys have already that Arihant 20 years book, right? That has been shared with you. So I will give some assignment question with that book, right? So those are really helpful. Oh, who was calling? Yeah, this one is a linear question, right? Please solve this one. And this is related to the resultant of vectors, right? So we saw in the previous question that we cancelled that theta, right? In the previous questions, we cancelled that theta. But now in here, we have to take that theta, right? Okay, where was that question? Yeah, in here, in 32nd question, we cancel that theta. But we have to retain that theta in this question. And I am seeing that somebody has already solved that. Well, oh, 3 people have solved that. Maria, Madia, and Tarif. Okay. So, oh, what is this color? So, all of you guys are getting B. And yeah, so all of you guys are getting B. Yad is also getting B. Good. So there's a majority in this answer, right? Okay, Chavez is also getting B. Okay, everyone got so everyone got option B, right? Good. Then I don't need to solve this one, right? Because what was the idea? So two vectors have equal magnitude, right? So x and y magnitude is, let's say, m. And then we had x minus y magnitude would be what? X square plus y square minus 2xy cos of theta. And then x plus y, that was what? X square plus y square plus 2xy cos of theta. And then we have to relate these things, and then that would give. So the magnitude of x minus y is n times the magnitude of x plus y, right? So we have to compare this thing, and then we got the answer. And we also know that this x square, we can write m square, and this is m square. Yeah, so if we solve that thing, we'll get option B. Everyone is getting option B, then that is that would be correct, right? Okay, so yeah, option B. Good. Okay, so then now we can do this problem. We will skip this question because this one is the longest one. And the idea is simple. The idea is resolution of vectors, right? So what I will do is that I will give this question to you guys, right? I will give this question. This will take a lot of time, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So this question can take that much of a time. And if we do one mistake in this question, then all our efforts goes in vain, right? So yeah, I will give this question as your homework. So you guys can practice this one, and this will help you, right? So this one will help you to understand the resolution of vectors. So you guys just take the screenshot of this one, right? Let me zoom this thing. Let me zoom this thing and take the screenshot of this question. And yeah, please do this question at your home, right? So we have to find, right? We have to find OP plus OR plus OQ plus OS plus OT.
We have to
And
resolve them, right? A
yeah,
cos theta.
absolutely correct. Yes, this thing we have to find out, right? In this question, this thing we have to find out. And how can we find this thing out? So we cannot apply the parallelogram law, right? Side by side, we cannot, so we apply the parallelograms law. So then for this case, we have to use the resolution of vectors. Because we know that if we have a vector, which is AXI and AYJ, because this is in one plane, right? X and Y plane, so only 2 dimension. So we can always get the magnitude as AX square plus AY square, right? So what we need to do is that we have to resolve all these vectors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these 5. Okay, so Tarif, you want to leave. Why you want to leave? We have
I'm going to have my iftar. It's going to
iftar.
be, yes, sir.
So can you not wait for 10 to 12 minutes? Then I will end
Sir,
this class.
okay, sir.
Yeah, because right. And yeah, by the way, all of you guys, Ramzan Mubarak, right? So Ramzan Mubarak, everybody. And I hope this Ramzan gives you a lot of, yeah, so you are more closer to Almighty Allah, and not in the other way, but yeah, you get peace in your mind, and you get what you want in your life, right? So okay, may this Ramzan provide you lots of barakat, rahmat, and all the other things that you need. Inshallah, inshallah. Ameen, ameen. Okay, so yeah, what I was saying is that, yeah, let's wait 8 minutes more, right? Let's wait 8 minutes more, and then we'll end the class. And in the next time, we will, yeah, so we'll try to, okay, yeah, then Yeah, what I was saying, that we have to break each and every vector. So let's say OP vector, right? OP vector, where is OP? Yeah, OP. And remember that this angle is not with the x-axis, right? This is not with the x-axis, so we have to make it with the x-axis. This is 60 degrees, right? Then OP would be how much? OP would be 20 cos 60 I hat plus 20 sine 60 j hat. So in this way, we have to break each and every vector and then write in the form of I and j. And then finally, you can add I with I, j with j, and then you will get your solution. So then you will get your resultant as this one. So final vector would be looking like this, right? Something I had plus something j had. And then you can surely get the resultant of that, right? Magnitude of that. The magnitude of that would be the resultant of all these vectors. So this is your homework, guys. And this question will improve your calculation, right? So this is a very important one. And yeah, please try to solve this one. If I remember correctly, the answer is this one, right? So yeah, did you guys take the screenshot of this question? Taken? Yes, guys. Did you guys take the screenshot of this question?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. So yeah, we'll skip this one and let us do this question then. Oh, what is okay, so yeah, we have to apply the similar thing in here also, but I will ask you guys to do this problem, right? Similar thing, we have to break the resultants, right? We have to decompose or resolve these vectors OA, OB, OC, and then you have to find OA vector. So all these in bold letters, these are vectors, right? So decompose OA in I and J, and OB and OC similarly, and then find out that is OA plus OB minus OC. Please find out and find out what is the angle, because you guys already know that tan theta is AY by AX. So theta is tan inverse AY. Please solve this one. Solve this question. And tell me what you guys are getting. Now, this one is a lengthy question, right? So you guys were getting some short questions, but these ones are lengthy ones, right? What is connected? Okay, Shahid, I guess. Shahid. So yeah, you guys are fasting and then you guys are taking these 6 hours classes, right? So that is
Sir, can you leave now?
Allah
The
will
one can.
sure. Oh, so okay, yeah. So okay, we'll stop here, right? We'll stop here and I guess we have to do something about it. So from 6:30 to 8, that would be 1.5 hours, right? Yeah, so we'll stop here, right? And then from tomorrow, I'll have to take 15 minutes more of your time, right? So that part we'll have to check. But this is your first iftar or first Ramzan, so yeah, this takes. Okay, so yeah, I will stop here, yeah, and we'll meet tomorrow, right? So we'll start with this question, and tomorrow I will start
Thank you, sir.
motion in 1D. Yeah, tomorrow I will start motion in 1D. So Allah Hafiz,
Thank you,
guys.
sir.
Allah
Assalam.
Hafiz. Wa alaikum salam. Allah Hafiz, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes.
Thank
Wa
you, sir.
alaikum salam. Oh, wait. Bye, guys. Bye. We had. Okay, so.